Everyone thinks small air purifiers are just cosmetic fans with filters. But here's the thing, the Blueair Blue Pure 411 Auto can outperform bigger units in the right space because of how it moves air and reacts in real time. Most people buy by size or price. I tested by outcomes. Over 3 weeks with a PM 2.5 meter decibel app and some truly nasty real-world scenarios, wildfire smoke, searing steaks, and a dust storm cleanup, I found results that surprised me and one limitation you absolutely need to know before buying. Before we dive into what I discovered, quick heads up. If you're already leaning in and want the best current price, the link is below. But stick around because what I found about room size, auto mode behavior, and odor removal could save you money and frustration. Here's why I even bothered. I needed something for a small bedroom and a compact home office where allergies, cat dander, and seasonal smoke were wrecking sleep and productivity. I've tried the cheap no-name purifiers that scream at night and barely dent pollen. I've also tried big towers that work but dominate the room and your power bill. Skeptical, I grabbed the Blue Pure 411 Auto because it promises quiet, automated cleaning, Energy Star efficiency, and Blueair's HEPA silent system that claims 99.97% down to 0.1 microns, plus a fabric pre-filter you can vacuum or toss in the wash. Expectations? Low. I wanted whisper quiet nights, fewer morning sniffles, and less haze after cooking. If it couldn't deliver, back to the return box. Testing started in a 150 SQ/FT bedroom. Door closed, unit centered on the floor away from walls, auto mode on. Baseline PM 2.5 around 26 microg/M3 from city air. Within 30 minutes, it dropped to 7. After an hour, it held between 3 and 5. Noise on low, measured 1921 dB at 1 meter, basically the sound of your own breathing. I slept with it 2 nights straight on auto. The light ring stayed green and I woke up with less congestion. But then night 3 I vacuumed before bed, kicked up dust, and the ring instantly flipped to yellow then red. The fan surged, hit about 46 dB on high, and within 15 minutes PM 2.5 was back to single digits. Impressive responsiveness. Next, the kitchen test, about 180 SQ/FT. I pan-seared steak without venting on purpose. PM 2.5 spiked to 95. The 411 Auto cranked up immediately and pulled that down to 12 within 40 minutes. Particles handled. But then the odor hung around. The built-in carbon does help, but it's not a deep carbon bed, so strong cooking smells lingered for at least an hour. If you're expecting a deodorizer for heavy kitchen or pet odors, temper that. It reduces, doesn't erase. Wildfire smoke day was the big one. I opened a window in a 120 SQ/FT office to let in the haze. PM 2.5 shot to 120. Window closed, purifier on high via auto mode, and within 45 minutes we were at 11. At the 70-minute mark, it stabilized at 6.8. That's with the door shut. But here's where it gets interesting. I repeated with the door ajar to the hallway and a box fan running. Cleanup slowed dramatically. The lesson: this machine shines in enclosed small rooms. In open or leaky spaces, you're asking a scooter to do a truck's job. Maintenance and energy were easy wins. The fabric pre-filter caught visible dust in a week. A quick vacuum kept the main filter cleaner. The main combo filter is a single piece, pops in and out in seconds, and the unit reminds you when it's time, typically around 6 months. Power draw measured between 2 and 10 watts depending on speed. That's a few bucks a year. Noise, 18-20 dB on low, mid-30s on medium, mid-40s on high, much quieter than many competitors at the same CADR. Speaking of CADR, you're looking at around 120 for smoke and roughly 100-ish for dust and pollen, with a recommended room size up to about 190 SQ/FT for around 4.8 air changes per hour. It's AHAM verified, Energy Star rated, and CARB certified for low ozone, which addresses the electrostatic component concerns. My biggest surprise was not just the particle reduction, it was how the 360-degree intake and top discharge create a gentle circulation loop. In a small bedroom, it quietly scrubs the entire space, not just a corner bubble. I logged over 50 hours of runtime and watched the color ring track real changes. Door opens, pollen breezes in, fan ramps. Window closes, air clears, it glides back to whisper mode. It's not perfect. The carbon capacity is modest. There's no app, no scheduler, no smart integrations. And if you try to use this as your only purifier in a large living room, you'll be disappointed. But within its lane, small rooms, closed doors, consistent use, it punches above its weight versus popular rivals like the Levate Core 200S or 300. The Levate 300 can move a bit more air and offers app control, while the Blueair is typically quieter on low, simpler to maintain, and has an excellent auto mode and fabric pre-filter that actually helps keep dust off the main filter. Filter costs are reasonable but not negligible. Plan for replacements every 6 months depending on your air quality. Now that you know its sweet spot, small enclosed rooms, superb auto response, and ultra-low noise, you'll want to grab it before wildfire season spikes prices and filters sell out. I've linked the best current deal and the correct filter cartridge below so you don't chase the wrong model. Bottom line, the Blueair Blue Pure 411 Auto is the right tool when you use it the right way. Buy it for bedrooms, nurseries, dorms, and small home offices up to around 190 SQFT. Keep the door closed, let auto do its thing, vacuum the pre-filter monthly, and replace the main filter on schedule. Skip it if you need whole living room coverage, heavy odor removal, or app-based controls. If you want quiet, efficient, set-and-forget clean air in a small space, this little cylinder delivers. The small purifier that actually acts big, as long as you keep it in a small room.